Hello and welcome back to the M.T.N. Winter National Season Finale, the battle at the Silverdome. We are tied up here in the booth. Alex alongside Sonic and Tails on the track down in the pits. We are getting set for the second half of the second round. Alex, we got Gravedigger and Predator up next. Gravedigger's running pretty strong. He was the winner in Atlanta last time out. Time out the racing portion. Digger, and we have heard a couple of weeks ago, that Dennis Anderson is planning to debut a new truck in the near future. Yeah, you're right. You're right, we don't know a whole lot about that new truck yet. Dennis Anderson is as smooth as silk for right now. Now we're more accustomed seeing to lay down a wild, all-out, put it to the floor run. He's smooth as silk here. Predator having a little steering problem. He gets off the cars. Not disqualified because he didn't go in the other's lane, but Gravedigger wins the race, but Predator is going to try to finish the run, and look at that. Predator, a good effort, and this is pretty much a close race. Yeah, you're right, as you can tell, Predator gets the whole shot coming over the first set, but Digger makes up the ground. Right about here was Digger, where he made up the ground coming into the first turn. And here is the finale of the race. Digger comes around that turn first. He is set to get over that first set of cars. The second time around, here comes Predator. He's straight as an arrow, but he's having a... But before he came here, he had a little steering problem. Gravedigger is already ahead up and over the first set of cars at this point. And as you can see, Predator hits that little jump kind of cockeyed, gets off the cars, but he didn't go off course because he did not impair the other man or go completely in his lane because he was really on the borderline right there. Gravedigger wins it. Let's go down to Tails, who's standing by with Dennis.
Dennis Anderson, you laid down a very good run, but you may not be behind the wheel of this old Digger for long. Can you tell us why?
Well, to tell you the truth, this truck has been pretty good on Chicago-style courses. I may occasionally run it a little more this year, but however, I do want to concentrate on a new truck that I'm going to debut in the near future. I will still run this truck, but mainly as a backup.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the new truck?
Well, the new truck's going to have slicker tires. It's going to be faster and more agile, and hopefully that will be something that will help me win these races.
All right, Dennis. Good luck to you in the quarterfinals.
Thanks. Dennis Anderson is currently planning to unveil that new Gravedigger pretty soon. Question is, how soon, Alex?
We don't know. We're just gonna have to find out.
You're right about that, Alex. As we have Mad Dog taking on Monster Patrol, Chevrolet versus Dodge. Monster Patrol, pretty much the only Dodge who has participated in this series. And look at him go. He is way out in the lead here. John Breen and Mad Dog is really just bouncing around. I am not sure if he can make up the ground.
Plus, he's got a smaller motor, 450 cubic inches. That's a lot of cubic inches, but think about the guys who are running 572s, 540s, and 5 1/4s.
You're right about that, Alex, as Paul Schaefer in the Mosh Patrol is way out there in the lead. Bad Dog takes a bad bounce, and look at this. Patrol, Monster Patrol. Paul Schaefer is going to take the victory. Paul Schaefer had it from the very beginning, but that won't stop John Breen. He is going to finish this run, and look at that, a great effort by John Breen in the Mad Dog Chevrolet. And here's the replay where Paul Schaefer just really bangs it at the end.
He clipped the last car coming over that jump. Now we got Snakebite taking on the other Breen boy Bob Breen and Wild Hair.
You're right about that. And look at this. Gene Patterson just completely left Wild Hair on the start line.
Looks like Wild Hair might have coming back for the lead, though. He is completely in the lead coming into the first turn.
The turn's gonna tell the difference right here. Who's gonna be the winner this first turn? Wild Hair looks like he might have the lead, but here comes Gene Patterson coming back after him.
Gene Patterson now in the lead now. Look at this. Ford versus Chevrolet. This is the rivalry that has lasted for many years, and it's continuing here.
You're right about that. Looks like Snakebite made that turn a little quicker than Bob Breen and Wild Hair. Wild Hair just trying to keep it low over the cars. And coming to the line, it'll be Gene Patterson and Snakebite taking the victory. And look at Bob Breen and Wild Hair, Logan.
He's going to finish the run. Great effort. Doesn't win, but great effort by Bob Breen and the Wild Hair.
Excellent run by both these two. Gene Patterson had a smoother run because he has the new type hydraulic nitrogen shocks suspension. Bob Breen and Wild Hair was an old Leaf Springs truck, and it was bouncing around, and it didn't get much bounce, but he bounced because he kept it low and level over the crushed cars and over the jumps. But Snakebite had a more powerful motor also, so he just throttles his way to victory there. And here is the last race of round 2, the matchup of the night.
Another Ford versus Chevrolet matchup. Jump Dan Patrick and Sampson, Rich Hooser and Bigfoot.
Off the start, looks like Sampson has the edge. Coming around, not very much bounce, despite the fact that old Bigfoot Rich Hooser's using his old Leaf Springs truck, but Sampson battling, losing a few feet to him. Coming into turn number 1.
Rich Hooser looks like he whipped that thing around pretty easy.
Here comes Here comes Sampson trying to make up the ground. Dan Patrick.
They're coming around. The race is going to probably be decided on this final turn.
Coming around, Bigfoot whips it around. Rich Hooser is exactly square coming to the first set. This is going to be a close race. Bigfoot in the lead.
Bigfoot not bouncing as much. And look at this.
Oh, man. And as far as the modern shocks trucks go, this is an upset.
As you can see here, Sampson gets the whole shot coming over that first line of cars the first time around. Rich Hooser, which is a Leaf Springs Bigfoot. He came in, man, kept it low, kept it level, took it all back and won the race.
This pretty much tells the story here, Alex, here on this final jump. Rich Hooser keeps the Bigfoot truck low and level to the ground, while Samson goes up in the air. Stay tuned for round 3 coming up next. We got Carolina Crusher, Barefoot, Bigfoot, Gravedigger, Moss Patrol, all the top 8 coming up next.